Hello there, everybody. This is Robert at Prophecy Spotlight. It's going to be number 36. We're doing a series on the revival of the Roman Empire. This is part number 2. And it's going to be called 7 Heads and 10 Horns. Now, for some people, it is quite complicated. The 7 heads, who are they, and the 10 horns. But we're going to try to make it simple, and once you understand how easy it is, you'll be able to go forward into prophecy more and more. So just want to pick up from the last slide we did. The last one we did was in the days of these kings. That was from Daniel 2 verse 44. Now the days of these kings, this brings us forward in prophecy. It's the last moments of the empires. And the last empire to be there is the fourth one, which is the revived Roman Empire. Its leader is going to be called the prince. The future prince to come. Okay? And once this last empire is there, the revived Roman Empire, it will have 10 kings, okay? 10 toes, 10 horns, 10 kings. It's all the same thing. It will be a Roman imperial head, okay, leader, but he will not be alone. In the old Roman Empire, the emperor was supreme. He did what he wanted. He did not need any horns, did not need nobody. He did what he wanted to do. But in the coming revived Roman Empire, the difference is he will not be alone. He will require the help of 10 horns or 10 kings. Okay? So this is the latter part of prophecy. This is the period in the days of these kings. When these kings are there, when these 10 kings are there with the Roman imperial head, there will be a stone that will come out without hands, and it will strike the toes of the picture of Daniel, and everything just crumbles down. And Christ establishes what we call his kingdom, which is the great mountain. Now we know that the original Roman Empire deceased, as it were, in 476 years after Christ. Okay? But we're talking about another one. It will not crumble down like the early one. This time, the latter one will be crushed by a stone, okay, applied to the 10 toes of the statue, and everything of these world kingdom just is finished now, and Christ will come in. Okay, now we're going to go to the 7 heads and 10 horns. So we have to go now to the book of Revelation. Now, I always say a good Daniel will be able to go anywhere in prophecy. This is very true. You need to get a good basis from the book of Daniel. If you understand well Daniel, then you'll be able to go in Revelation. You'll be able to understand the prophets, the small prophets, and so forth. Because Daniel gives us the revelation of these 4 world empires that are to come. He uses figures like beasts, and so once you get to the book of Revelation, you will get some beasts there. Matter of fact, you'll get 2 beasts. Okay, but this is all taken, as it were, from Daniel. So make sure you have a good footing on the book of Daniel. Now I'm going to read from Revelation 17, verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have not yet received the kingdom, but receive authority as kings 1 hour with the beast. Okay? So the 10 horns, they are 10 kings. They have not yet received kingdom. Okay? The 10 horns are not there yet. They await the future Roman prince, the imperial head, to come. And once he is in place, then we will see happening these 10 kingdoms, these 10 kings. They will receive a kingdom. I know today we have been much captivated by the European common market, the European coming together, and people have seen for the last 20 years 10 kings. They have seen 10 kings there. But this is not it, because right now the common market is just crumbling down. Britain has left and other countries are planning of leaving. So we must not look, I don't think we need to look today to find these 10 kings. But they will appear, surely they will appear. But they will only appear, I suggest, that they will appear once the Roman head, the Roman leader is set up there. Okay? The imperial head will be there, the political leader will be there, and then these 10 horns will come in. They'll just come in. Don't worry, they'll come in. I know today we're doing a lot of prophecy updates on this and that for these 10 kings, but personally I think they will not be there until the Roman leader is there. Okay? So now, who is the beast? In Revelation 13, we are presented with two beasts. Okay? So, Revelation 13, 1 to 10, a beast rising out of the sea. Okay? So, the first beast is rising out of the sea. The sea speaks about the turmoil, agitation of the world, political agitation everywhere. Out of this agitation, turmoil, will come out a leader. Okay? He is called the beast, rising out of the sea. That's how Scripture calls him. Revelation 13, verse 11, we have another beast. This one, I saw another beast rising out of the earth. So this one is different. The first one is a political one. From the turmoil of the sea, agitation, there will come a leader called the beast. There will also be, at the same time, another beast rising out of the earth. This one does miracles. Okay? He looks like a lamb, but he speaks like a dragon. So, and he makes miracles. This one, the second one, is a religious one. The first one is a political one. And the political one is the one we're going to be looking into. Okay? So which beast then? The New Testament here, the Apostle John, has only one beast in mind. It is the first beast. Every time the Apostle speaks about the beast, he has the political beast before him. He is not speaking about the religious, the second one. In his mind, it's always the imperial leader, the new prince, the new Roman prince to come that was prophesied in the book of Daniel, chapter 9. The people of the prince that will come. The prince that will come originates from the people which are the Roman. So there is a Roman leader to come. Okay? Once the revised Roman Empire is brought back to life, we will find there at its head a future imperial Roman prince. Okay? Now, this beast is always described by the apostle like 7 heads and 10 horns. So every time he speaks about the beast, the political beast, the beast out of the sea, he will always say the beast with the 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay? Now there are in the book of Revelation 3 references to this. The first one is in Revelation 12 verse 3, a great dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns. The emphasis here is on the dragon. It is the dragon that has now the 7 heads and the 10 horns. All this means is that it is the dragon that will be in charge of the beast to arise from the sea. The great dragon will give it its power, its might, and so forth. So here we are directed to the great dragon as the hidden power behind the beast. Okay, and we know this is Satan, of course. The beast is under his sway. The beast is like a puppet, okay, under Satan. And now the second reference is in Revelation 13, verse 1. And I saw a beast rising out of the sea. That's its origin, out of turmoil. Now this beast will rise and will be characterized as having 10 horns and 7 heads. There we go again. 10 horns and 7 heads. So this represents to us the rise of the future revived Roman Empire. And the third reference is this one here. I'm reading now Revelation 17. We went a few chapters ahead. Revelation 17, verse 7. I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast, which carries her, which has 7 heads and 10 horns. So here we have a double mystery. The mystery of the woman and the mystery of the beast. So they are two entities completely different, yet one leans on the other. Okay, the woman is being carried by the Roman leader, the Roman prince to come, which has 7 heads and 10 horns. So the woman now is just going on for a ride. Okay, she is being carried away by this political entity, which is the revived Roman Empire. We won't speak about the two mysteries, we'll just take the mystery of the beast. So one of the 7 angels is about to reveal not one but 2 mysteries, the woman and the beast. Okay, 2 of them. And we'll do a series on the woman, but now we're doing a series on the beast. Okay, so make sure that they're separated. They're not the same. The mystery of the woman and the mystery of the beast. Okay, we'll pick up the mystery of the beast, which is characterized by 7 heads and 10 horns. Here we go. The beast which carries her, which has the 7 heads and 10 horns. Let's look at the symbols. 7 heads and 10 horns. That's the object of this presentation. To zoom in, okay? Do a prophecy spotlight on the 7 horns. On the 7 heads and the 10 horns. Try to explain what they are. 10 horns. I'll start with this one because this one is very, very easy. It's self-explanatory. We read in Revelation 17, verse 12, and the 10 horns that thou sawest are 10 kings, which have not received the kingdom, but receive authority as kings 1 hour with the beast. Okay. Now this expression 1 hour with the beast, it's not an hour in the clock. It means at the same time, at the same period. As the same period that the beast will be there, these 10 horns or these 10 kings will come about. Okay. So what has to happen is that the beast has to be there. And this is why, like I was saying, if we're trying to find today the 10 European countries that will form these 10 kings, we're looking for nothing because the beast is not there. It is only once the beast is there, okay? They receive authority as kings 1 hour with the beast. So the beast has to be there. Okay, so don't worry too much about all these talks about the common market, the European market with the 10. We need to find the beast first. Okay, once the beast is there, they will be 1 hour with him. They will share the same time frame. 1 hour is the same time frame. Okay. So therefore, the 10 horns, they're 10 kings. Okay, 10 kingdoms, 10 territories, whatever you want to call them. They have power. They have might. They will receive authority at the same period as the beast. So the beast has to be there first. Okay. 1 hour with the beast, like I said, this means the same time. Now 7 heads, this is where we come in. This is very, very interesting. 7 in scripture speaks of that which is complete. The 7 days of creation, the 7 churches in Revelation, the early chapters of Revelation, it speaks of something complete. Okay. The seven feasts of Jehovah, a prophetic and complete outlook of the Jewish times. The seven churches of Revelation, a prophetic and complete outlook of the church period. So you have the Jews and you have the church period. So both of them are characterized by seven, and both these passages will give you a complete outlook of Jewish times and a complete outlook of the church period. Seven heads. Head speaks about headship. Head speaks about leadership, the mode of governance or the government. You know, when we say the head of the government is such and such, well, we're talking about leadership. We're talking about government. Heads speaks about government. Seven heads means a complete and prophetic outlook of the types of the head or government that has characterized the beast period of its long existence. The Roman Empire had a long life, and during that long period it had different forms of government. It had different heads of doing things, different forms of government. And scripture says that this whole period of the Roman Empire is characterized by seven heads, seven types of leadership, several types of government characterize the Roman Empire. In Revelation 17:10, we read, five have fallen. Okay? So five have fallen. These are five fallen heads or kings or government or governance attached to the beast. Five of them are gone. They're falling. They're fallen. So seven heads are seven types of government attached to the beast. Now the Fourth World Empire, the Roman one, was by far the longest survivors of all the four empires. The original founder was a king. Okay, his name was Romulus, which we gather the name of Rome. Okay, so that was 750 years before Christ. Finally, the whole scope of the Roman Empire deceased in 476 after Christ. So 553 before to 476 after Christ, it's a long period. And during that long period, they had seven types of government, seven forms of government. Okay, five have fallen. Okay. Well, the Roman Empire, the way it fell was that they mingled the seeds, okay, the seeds of man, with the iron, making it brittle. So the Roman Empire was a strong, iron, centralized power in Rome. But it expanded so much, it spread so much, that over the years the soldiers married with different groups of women and this and that, and eventually it just crumbled down. There was no more unity. Okay, you could not hold together the clay and the iron. It just made it brittle, and finally it just collapsed. You know, that was the end of the Roman Empire. Nobody took it over. It just crumbled by itself. Okay. So we'll just stop there. We're going to look now into the next presentation. Five have fallen. Okay. For five have fallen, there's supposed to be seven. So we'll see. We'll get to that. So I just want to leave you with that. Five have fallen. Okay. History tells us five of these heads have fallen. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to go in advance. We'll just pick it up from part number 3. So anyways, this has been Prophecy Spotlight. So enjoy this, and I'll come back to you very soon to continue with part 3. So have a blessed day. May the Lord bless you, and may He make you a special blessing. Thank you.